Hey, what's going on, Gemini? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your read for August. Uh, it is a general read, well, from now to the end of August. It is a general read. It may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Here's what we have for Gemini for August 2022. So the first thing that we have, Gemini, is I feel like this is someone that you already know, and I feel like this is a connection that's already established. You know, I feel like I said, this past person, and I feel like with this person, I feel like there's a lot of ups and downs with this person. You know, I feel like there is a lot of chaotic energy at some point. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I feel like, I feel like there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of chaotic moments, but I feel like we go from highs to lows with each other. You know, I feel like we get very high and we also get very low. You know, there is that. But I feel like, with all that being said, I feel like there's still this, you know, this very strong connection that you have with this person. You know, I feel like even when it gets chaotic, I feel like very quickly it shifts. You know, there's a lot more good than there is bad with this connection. But I feel like when it gets bad, like I said, it gets bad. You know, but this is someone that I feel like you share a very deep connection with. You know, and it's not just, you know, it's deep on so many different levels. I mean, I feel like it's a deep emotional connection. You know, it can be very physical as well, but there's also a cerebral connection that you have with this person. You know, I feel like this person, I feel like the communication you have with this person, I feel like you just have the freedom of being yourself, saying what you want, and vice versa. And I feel like it's very freeing, and that's why we have those good moments. You know, I feel like we've established a bond with this person. And I feel like at this point, I feel like it's somewhat of an unbreakable bond. But I feel like there's still those moments where I feel like there's those sleepless nights, you know, those moments when we're defensive with each other. You know, and I feel like it's because I feel like, you know, I'm just getting the strong feeling of like two very strong people butting heads. You know, I feel like you both have your own thing going, and you both have, you know, such strong opinions. And like I said, I feel like there is a clash. From time to time, there is a clash. And I feel like sometimes we look a little bit too deeply into those moments. You know, whoever said a perfect relationship is always happy, I think they're only right 90% of the time. You know, I feel like sometimes we get to the point where we feel like we clash heads, and I feel like we start to see more of a problem than there really is. I feel like you both need someone that's strong. I feel like you're both very confident, very passionate, and I feel like it does clash. You may even have some fire in you as well. And I feel like the person that you're dealing with definitely does. And I feel like, there's a lot of times we get into relationships and we feel, you know, we start looking at the negatives and the positives. Sometimes we see this as you may see this as a codependent relationship. One takes care of the other and the other one takes advantage. And sometimes we see it that way because that's the way we want to see it. It's all about how, the perspective that we look at things. And I feel like in the worst moments, I feel like we can't really trust how we feel in those really bad moments, because I feel like emotion takes over. The heart takes over the head, and it should be the opposite way around. But I feel like a lot of people get confused between codependency and, interdependency. Interdependency is when you're there for each other. You have your own thing. Codependency is when they're, very smothering. They need you or you need them, and like I said, it's like you need to talk to the person every day. You need to be around the person every day. You need that person. And that's what codependency in a nutshell is. But interdependency is, you enjoy hearing from each other. You enjoy being around each other, but you don't need it. And like I said, with this person, I feel like sometimes it feels, as if you're just friends. It feels very emotionless. It just feels like you're there for each other, you're friends, and I feel like there is those moments when I feel like we can tend to start seeing, like I said, the negative instead of the positive, because when we're in those dark moments, it's not the best time to make life decisions. I mean, at the end of the day, you protect each other. You're there for each other. You bring each other balance. You balance each other out with that temperance, that Sagittarius energy. I feel like when anything good, bad, or in between happens, you always think of that person. They always think of you. And that's the thing. Sometimes we have to accept the bad if we want to have the good. And I feel like overall, I feel like you have a strong connection with this person. I feel like it is very strong. I feel like, you support each other. You're there for each other. When push comes to shove, like I said, with that Emperor, it's very protective, very nurturing. And I feel like we need to start making, making less decisions in those bad moments, because I feel like they're going to come. But I feel like the connection you have with this person is strong enough to weather through that. And I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like, there's a lot of emotional fulfillment that you get from this person, and I feel like having that person outweighs not having them by a long shot. There's those moments when I feel like there is that internal struggle of, is this the right person? Trust how you feel in the good moments. Trust how you feel in every moment except the moments when you're completely pissed at this person. Now, if this happens all the time, this is not for you. This is for the, I just feel like when you do have, when that chaotic moments come, I feel like they're very chaotic. But we can't judge our connection with this person on those moments. I feel like when it gets the worst of the worst, I feel like that's the worst time to, I keep saying worst, but that's the worst time to judge your connection with this person. Now, I'm not saying on the happiest days that you have with this person that necessarily, but I feel like it's the in-between that we really need to focus on. And like I said, I feel like, people can confuse codependency with interdependency, and it's all about perspective. And in my opinion, I feel like it's in perspective. It's how you look at it. Some people think that you're with someone and they use you. They're taking advantage of you. When in their perspective, they may see it the opposite way. But that's not what you have here. What I see here is interdependency, and if you look it up, I mean, there's very healthy interdependent relationships. They support each other, they're there for each other, they have their own things that they like to do, but they can always come back to each other. I see a lot of happiness, like I said, and we have the family card as well. We have the sun card and the family card. And I feel like I said, I feel like there is moments when it feels like, there is going to be those moments when it feels like you just have a very strong friendship with this person, and that maybe it's not what you want it to be. But what I see is this person has unconditional love for you, and I feel like you feel the same about them. And I feel like when push comes to shove, this person will push and shove for you. And I feel like, honestly, you both could nurture this a little bit better as well. And not to put it all on you, and I'm not making anybody the villain here. I feel like neither one of you really, I feel like you both kind of think too much when it's in that very negative energy, and I feel like we need to face our fears and nurture the connection that we have when it's not those moments. And the only reason I say this is take it for who it resonates with, but I'm not saying if you have a shitty relationship all the time that you should suck it up and nurture it, or that you should, give it more chances. This is for a connection that you have a strong connection, but there are moments of chaos. But I feel like on both sides, I feel like you get over it very quickly. And I feel like that's another thing that you guys share. I feel like there's no residual energy after you get it out. I feel like you both need to, I honestly feel, and I've dealt with this in my own relationship, there is moments when I'm pissed off and I just want to fight. And there's moments when she's pissed off and she wants to fight. And we support each other in that. And I know that sounds funny and it may sound weird to people, but it's like having that person that's there for you in the good, the bad, the ugly, and it's nothing more and nothing less than that. That's part of a healthy relationship for some people. I feel like it works for us. And I feel like we both can say things and do things that we regret later, but we don't hold grudges. We don't hold on to the bad moments. They come very quickly and they pass very quickly, and then we're over it and we don't talk about it again, because we have that ability to just get over things, which some signs, I'm a Sagittarius, she's a Gemini. That's why I feel like Sagittarius Gemini connections are really, really strong, is because they are both, both people can really move on from things very quickly, and we don't hold on to things. Now with this person, like I said, there's a lot of fire. There's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Cancer, Pisces, some Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. In a nutshell with this read, it is, hold on to what's important and don't hold on to the things that aren't. I know that sounds very simplistic, but a lot of times things are very simple, even if they seem hard. And like I said, it is very easy. If you feel like you're doing more work than the other person, in your opinion, it can seem codependent. You know, it can seem like they're taking advantage of you, like you're doing all the work and they're living off it. But like I said, with this connection, it's very interdependent. You know, I feel like you're there for each other when you need each other. You know, and I feel like they bring as much as you do. You support each other when it matters. And supporting each other sometimes it is when you fight. Like, I honestly believe, like, when you're fighting, I apologize the fact that I said like a million times. But when you're fighting, or when you're in the mood for a fight, you know, it's better to have someone that you can fight with that doesn't take it personal and that can move on, and it also gets rid of that energy out of your system, than to not have that person and to be with that, you know, to treat that person that way and then take it the wrong way, or to go out in your everyday life and, you know, get mad, bite off the wrong person's head. Something my mom always said. You know, you go out and you get mad at somebody for something that they have no idea why you're mad. You know, you're not even mad at them really. It's just sometimes we build up this energy inside of us and we need a release. Some people need that, and it's not for everybody. But like I said, some people need it. And I feel like the right person for you is someone that can take that, understand it, and discard it as what it is. You know, seeing you for who you are, understanding the moment. It's very important. But that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.